Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Digital Leadership Interview Series, and I'm excited to have Mr. Sridhar with me. Mr. Sridhar is the founding director of Kautilya School of Public Policy, Hyderabad. He is spearheading the setting up of the school to a leading homegrown institution that contextualizes global advances in public policy for India. He is a well-known public policy and inclusive governance specialist. Mr. Sridhar is also the chief enabler at Center for Inclusive Governance, which is a citizen collective for social actions on public problems. He is a regular speaker at various national and international fora on the issues of open governance, inclusive growth, emerging technology, and also advises various governments on the same. This includes the Harvard India Conference, Mobile India Conference, and IIM Bangalore Management Review Conference on Global Supply Chain Management. Thank you, Mr. Sridhar, for joining us. Absolutely delighted to have you.
It's a pleasure speaking to you, Neha, and also speaking to everyone from Moolya.
So, Mr. Sridhar, before we start having a conversation around the topic for today's discussion, which is on public policy in digital societies, I'm very curious to know the story behind Kautilya School of Public Policy. I have seen your website, I have seen how the management operates, but I'm very excited to know what is the background of it. Like, how did the founding team members come together, and what happened behind the scenes when you were working on starting an institution like this?
I think it's difficult to encapsulate 15 months of journey in less than an hour, but let me give this a shot, right? The founding team of Kautilya School of Public Policy includes M. Shri Bharat, who is the president of Geetham University, and Mr. Pratik Kaval, who is the co-founder of Kautilya School of Public Policy, and he also heads strategy at the Educate Girls Foundation. And it was a conversation between them a couple of years ago when they said, we need to kind of get started with the School of Public Policy, and they tossed around multiple ideas. And then one fine day, they started looking around, and we connected, and they asked me, Sridhar, what are your thoughts of setting up a School of Public Policy?
Okay.
And I think, as they say, it's as Shah Rukh Khan, famously says, "Pura kainat lag jata hai to make your dreams
Absolutely.
come true." It was really a very, very timely moment, because I was also toying around the idea of bringing in change at a scale, right?
Okay.
As CEO of Nama Bengaluru Foundation, I had a very wonderful stint where we had enthused a lot of improvement in governance in Bengaluru through citizen activation, through people coming together in meaningful debates, providing solutions for very complex problems, constructively engaging with governments. And often in a couple of occasions when all of this did not result in the right actions, we also had to use the public interest litigation route to get the right outcomes come out of it. One of that is very visible for all of us to see. The Belandur Lake is no longer fuming and frothing, and you don't see fire in the lake. Even if the fires are coming in the lake, they are very, very marginal fires. But the key dynamics of that has begun to change. What pestered for 4 decades, it took concerted action from me, Nama Bengaluru Foundation, and quite a few of committed people for over 4 years to move this ball going. And thanks to National Green Tribunal and its progressive monitoring, we are now making a dent in the largest lake of Bengaluru. So there were lessons learned from this, of saying that, how do you make real important challenges of 21st century to be done together with or without the government, right? And I think those were the lessons that I was brimming with. And I spent a year after I quit Nama Bengaluru Foundation going around and teaching, right? I was teaching at National Institute of Design. I did guest lectures at IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, where we were talking about, how do we make sure that public policy in India improves? How do we kind of change the way the governance happens in this country? And when I met Pratik and Bharat on this, it was a very amazing experience where we all had so many ideas of how to bring it in. The key context that we brought in is saying that global education is possible in India.
Right.
students need not go from here to Harvard Kennedy or SEPA or
Absolutely.
anywhere else and spend crores of rupees to get good quality public policy education.
Yeah.
We said that good quality public policy education can be made available in India, and the last 14, 15 months has been bringing that to fruition. We have a wonderful advisory board. We have amazing visiting faculty and full-time faculty who have created a wonderful learning experience for our students. And now we are working on the third leg of it, which is to get 60 wonderful young minds to be in the class, and the classes will begin by July 21. The whole experience has been very important for us. We brought in the best of our own experiences. Bharat comes from Stanford, Purdue. Prateek went to Harvard Kennedy and did his MPP there. I did my MBA from IIM Bangalore and went to Stockholm School of Economics to study development economics. Right? So we brought in experiences from all these places and then said, how can we create a high learning culture in the classroom?
Right.
And that's the reason we have the students, we give the students an opportunity to go up to as high as 103 credits in the master's program. Most of the master's programs in India don't go beyond 72 credits.
Okay.
We all have benefited from having this extra liberty to learn more and take diverse courses. And hence, we have given a whole range of elective options in our course where students can evolve into whatever are the specializations they want to get in.
Right.
And often we don't trust our students enough in our country, right, to make those choices. Right. IIM Bangalore gave me a lot of liberty. I could take consumer behavior and financial derivatives. Between them, they're like not related. But IMB says, you learn for a lifetime. You go ahead and start picking subjects that are of your interest, and you use it through the lifetime. Right?
Absolutely.
And that's the freedom that we are bringing in at Kautilya as well, where students can select everything from leadership 101 to writing effectively. We have an excellent faculty, Professor Glenn Cremon from Stanford, who's going to come and teach students how do you write effectively. And Glenn is somebody who's mentored a dozen Pulitzer Prize winners. Right. So this plethora of options that we are giving our students, and this journey itself has been a very, very liberating experience for us. Because the North Pole for us is saying that, can we rebalance the role of society, government, and business towards an equitable and regenerative India?
Right.
And why stop at India? Go all around the world. Right. And a vision like that is only possible when you have very committed, passionate thinkers and doers. And thankfully, we have brought in the thinkers and doers together in the last 15 months. And we are very eagerly looking forward to our students joining us from July 21. And they have a roller coaster journey ahead of them for 2 years. We're all excited about it.
Well, I must absolutely congratulate you for this motivation, and I think I can also take the liberty of thanking you on behalf of the public policy enthusiasts in India for bringing such an important and need of the hour course to India. So thank you for that, Mr. Sridhar.
No, it's a delight and privilege, Neha, and thank you for reaching out and saying that we would like to spread the word and get right folks engaged. This is the delight, right? I mean, one thing if I've thoroughly felt grateful about was the support that we have got through this journey, right? People coming in and saying that you're doing a good job. Here is how we would like to help you.
Right.
And thank you for reaching out to us and everyone at Moolya.